Hey everyone, this is Brooke with SupertutorTV, and today we're going to talk about why studying may not be the best way to learn. Why in the world would a tutor tell you not to study? That seems really weird. Well, I'm not exactly going to tell you to not study, but I am going to tell you that what you think of as studying may not be the best way to be learning, to be preparing for your tests, and all that other good stuff. Now let's first define studying. What I mean by studying is when you act kind of like a sponge, when you just try to absorb information into your brain, usually by reading, maybe highlighting and taking notes, in order to prepare for some sort of exam or test. That's what I'm going to call studying. Some social scientists have found is that there are other ways of learning information in other circumstances that may actually lead to better learning outcomes. So rewind back to about 1992, there were a couple of researchers at the University of California, San Diego, Pashler and Carrier. So what the researchers found is that when they took a group of people and they gave them information to study, those people who they just said to, hey, learn these words, do the best that you can, and then were tested on it later, didn't do as well on their recall test as the people who were actually given a test up front, meaning they weren't allowed to study at all. They weren't even told what the words were. And then from figuring out what they got wrong and studying that information, came back, took a test again, and then did much better on that test. In other words, maybe what's going on is that when you are required to recall information, that helps you actually learn it. When you go over information that you've gotten wrong before, that also helps you learn. The effect is somewhere between 10 and 30%, depending on the study that you happen to look at. You can be a more effective learner if you incorporate this idea into your everyday studying, learning, and preparing for tests. So I have a few pieces of advice. How do you make this real in your universe? What can you as a student do to capitalize on this testing effect? Number one, you can make tests for yourself. So if you're going to study for your history exam, rather than just read the book over, come up with questions that you think your teacher might ask, set them up on a piece of paper, close your book, and try to answer them. And even if you get half of them wrong, then go into the book and find the answers and correct yourself. But rather than just take the worksheet, the study guide your teacher gave you, and fill out the study guide like a drone, try to actually fill out the study guide before you even look at the book and see how much you can recall. Two, when you have quizzes from your teachers and then you have a big unit test, when you're studying for the test, rather than just studying information, go back, get out your quizzes. Look at what you got wrong, go over it, try to figure out how to do it right. And you might also want to write yourself a new quiz that's based on the old quiz. What kind of a question was that? Go back, find the area in the chapter and see what kind of a question could I ask that's kind of like this but a little bit different. And that's about it. I hope that this was a helpful video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're gonna have lots more videos like this. And you should also go check out our website, SupertutorTV.com. We have blogs there. We have more videos there. You have a great week, and I will see you next time on Super Tutor TV. Bye-bye.